The following audio may contain the personal testimonials of Take Shape for Life health coaches or clients. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to healthy living and weight loss will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a physician before starting a weight loss program. Yours in health, the Take Shape for Life team.
There it goes. You guys mind if I start again with you? Okay. Hi, this is Lisa Castro. I am here to talk about the habits of health this evening, and I'm your host this evening to bring you the topic of optimal health community. And I hit the record button a little late, so we're going to repeat a little bit so you guys will know the ins and outs of optimal health community. Okay, first of all, as we were talking about, your coach and your relationship with your coach is probably the number one place where you're going to have community. You think two people, when you form a relationship with you, have that trust, have that conversation about what you want to accomplish, why it's important to you, and then have that game plan to work on together towards creating that outcome that you desire. That's your first level of support. Then, digging into the habits of health books, including the workbook of how to apply it to your life. And you're going to see that implementing those things in your life is going to bring other people into your life you're going to start focusing on health, and you're going to notice you're going to attract people that want help in their life as well. Another form of community is this habits of health call. You come together along with a lot of other people. We've got 6 pages of people on here. I'm excited. There's 106 participants, not mentioning the ones that are going to listen to the podcast afterwards, the recordings afterwards. And you think, how could I really share what Take Shape for Life is about? And if you share, we have this 5-in-1 plan, or I'm on the 5-in-1 plan as a client, either way, they're going to see a diet. But when they see all of us coming together as a group, as a whole of like-minded people wanting to create health, whether we're a client and or a health coach, that they're going to see, gosh, they care about each other. They care about the results of each other. They're organizing their life around what matters most to them. I love what I'm seeing. They're inspired by the stories. They're getting information in a way that they're experiencing it, not just knowledge out of a book. That's community. We also have gatherings. How many of you guys started at a healthy happy hour at somebody's house one time? Or even at a hotel conference room for that matter? How many of you sat down with had a cup of coffee with your coach and maybe another friend? It starts there. That's community. If you think of where 2 or more are gathered, it's community. We also have medical support, which is part of our optimal health community. We have nutritionists, dietitians, fitness trainers, we have a behaviorist, more than one actually, and we also have a type 2 diabetic specialist. And all of those services are available. We also have a nurse's call on Monday evenings where people can ask questions more detailed by a medical professional that they can get answers from about their program. And then on Wednesday nights, it might get a little bit more involved with the medical aspect of it. It's led by doctors that are all volunteers who Take Shape for Life, including myself and the other hosts of the Habits of Health call. We volunteer our time because we feel like we've gained so much from Take Shape for Life that we want to be able to give back by hosting these calls. So you have the ability to, as a client or as a health coach, to bring your client to all these services and to think, no cost for any of them, not even the coach. I like to say that we're invaluable, or even better, priceless. Instead of saying we don't cost anything, there's no price to us, or you can't even put a price on us. So what could be possible if we all really supported each other? In this kind of community, a Facebook support, ask your health coach if they are on a client support Facebook page. Ours is very lively. I love our group because they're so supportive of each other. Somebody can say, oh, I'm about ready to hit the Wonder Club, getting the 100s, the 199. You should see all the posts right afterwards and the likes, and you can do this. And, oh, that's so great. You've been so consistent on your program. And it's like, not just the weight loss. Then they're talking about those healthy mind things. Oh, my life has changed in this way. Oh, I'm so proud of you. We've even had health coaches, and I asked her permission, and I didn't look in time to see if she granted it, so I won't mention it tonight by name. But a coach that she actually was a client. She just became a coach about 2 weeks ago, where she came to our house in Beaverton, Oregon, where we have what we call a Help and Hope Night. And it's every Thursday night, and people gather there, and they are there for community. They learn about the program. They also get inspired, and they support each other. And then once a month, there's a meal around it as well. They have a lean and green barbecue or something. If we're in town, my husband grills. We make community. They feel at home. You don't know how many times people feel like they're part of the family because they came to that gathering where they could touch each other. Well, if my husband and I are in Florida, when it's happening in our house in Oregon, we zoom in like this and say hi to everybody. So we're there virtually while there's people there live and in person. But we want to keep that community going. That's been going for 9 years. A lot of the leaders in Take Shape for Life started in the living room of our house. Yet at the same time, today we have this technology. It doesn't matter if you're having a gathering in your house. You can have a gathering right here and look to see if your friends and your clients or your health coach is on the line and say, how can we do this together? On our Facebook page, we've had somebody say that they were almost committed suicide. If it weren't for this group supporting them on an emotional level, that person has gone on to create an amazing, amazing health story. It would be just, if you're on our community page, you would know we actually call ours Health and Hope Community, because we want people to really feel part of something bigger, not just to watch others, but to participate. We really strongly encourage that. So like I see some of you guys texting. I'm not real good at reading at the same time I'm talking, but it looks like people are watching out for us and making sure the recording is done, and fantastic on that. So I'm going to open it up in the next half of this call to say, could you share a story that if you didn't have all the elements associated with our support, whether it's from our corporate office of providing all the medical support, whether it's our volunteers out in the field that are leading the conference calls on Mondays and Wednesday nights, or whether it's you've got a Facebook page that you're supporting each other, maybe even multiple ones depending on your needs, the Zoom calls that you might get on with your teams. Maybe you have some things that we've been doing. Some coaches I know do like healthy huddles. What is it you're doing for yourself and then turning around and helping others have support? I'm hoping we have some cool stories that we can share tonight, and I'm looking for somebody to raise their hand or take themselves off mute and let me know you have something. But if we could keep it a little brief so we could hear a lot of different stories, that would be really beneficial for us all. Who's going to be first? You guys who know me well enough, I'll be quiet until somebody speaks.
Hey, Lisa, can I start?
Yeah, I hear somebody, but it's so quiet.
It's your brother.
Oh, my brother.
Oh, I got a tattle on my sister.
Oh, crud. Oh, no, David, well, let me mute you.
You can try, but no. Part of my story is you. Basically, we're all come to Take Shape for Life in different places. I actually didn't need to lose weight, but I knew a lot of my family members needed help, and found this through my wife, and Lisa was like our first client. And she got on program, saw success. She was inspired by my wife, and she turned around and since then has inspired many people, thousands of people to get healthy. And it's not just you, Lisa, it's our entire family. And then from that, a lot of the family members were inspired to help other people. And our family's lost like 2,500 plus pounds over the last few years, and have changed our lifestyle tremendously. It's focused around health and healthy activities, and no longer around food. Yes, we eat, but we eat differently, and it's not the focal point of our gatherings anymore. And so that just basically is where it started for us. And since then, we've been able to help a few people. It's a pay it forward, taking and receiving the gift, and then offering it to other people. And so that's how it's affected us tremendously.
And I thank my brother so much for sharing this with me, and his wife, Terry, that knocked on my door the very day I gave up hope that it could be any different. They had no idea. I think they thought they were offering me a weight loss program at the time. Mm-hmm. And Take Shape for Life was so different compared to what it is today. And that's the part that the evolution that has happened has been because we've had so much experience now. We've had so many people change their life that we've gotten a lot of confidence, a lot of passion. We found ways to help them be even more successful than in the past. And the thing though that I'm noticing is my brother though, there's something, a lot of us lost weight, He gained a beard.
For you ladies out there, don't worry. It's just a side effect for guys who are too lazy to shave. So don't worry about it. It doesn't have to do anything with program.
You know, and a lot of you guys have seen my brother. I have shared, especially for people I share our program with, I have a picture of my brother in a kayak and on his bicycle, and showing a lot of variety of how people's lives have been changed, and all the way from just not needing to lose any weight, always fit, to all the way where it's someone like myself that was suffering from autoimmune disease. And my grandma, who had her third heart attack and was told by the doctor and chaplain that we need to let her go. I mean, all over the gamut. So we have a little passion about this, don't we, David, about not only serving our own family, but taking it way beyond that.
Well, yeah, Lisa, you're absolutely right. And I want to hear from other people as well. But the thing is that we're 13 plus years into our journey. We have a lot of stories. We've had a lot of time to create a lot of stories, and especially change our lives. And a lot of people are on this just getting started. But we celebrate that every day with our clients. I mean, that's the joy of being a health coach, I think, is that you get to walk with other people. First, it's humbling to be trusted with something so amazing, that somebody is such a personal thing that people allow you into their lives and allow you to walk with them, beside them, and assist them in this very personal journey. And that, you know, it's to me, that's one of the greatest things about health coaching. Don't you think?
Oh, no doubt about it. So I'd love to hear some other people, because David obviously knows we have community for sure, and all aspects in so many different areas in Take Shape for Life. So how about we hear from somebody else too, who has been impacted because they had others gathering around them to support them, whether it's your individual coach or even beyond with the Facebook, Zooms, whatever. Can somebody share?
Lisa?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I was on. This is Anna. Well, I was inspired by my sister-in-law, and it's just been the most wonderful journey ever for me, because I feel so empowered about my health. And now as a health coach, I feel like I'm helping so many people that I'm hoping that they're feeling empowered about their health too. Yeah. But I've never been involved in anything that has so much support and in so many different areas, especially on Facebook. I enjoy just, even when people post recipes, when people ask questions, welcoming people when they join. I mean, it's just so inspiring. But I have to share with you about that support part, because my husband, he's never really been overweight, but he has had some familial type of illnesses in his family, the high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and diabetes. And I guess about 2 months ago, thereabouts, maybe 3 months ago, they actually increased his metformin, and they doubled his dose. He was only taking 1 at night, but then they increased it to 2 at night. And we were talking over time, and finally he made a decision he was going to try it. He, for the past month, has not even had to take any metformin at all. And I just love it. I just, he looks different. He acts different. He smiles more. And that's what I experienced, the smiling and being happy all the time. And that's what I want to relay to others. And I hope that they're having the same inspiration from all this support.
Wonderful. It's amazing how losing weight can change somebody's health so much. And, you know, we think about the physical health, but the emotional health, dropping that emotional baggage at the same time of losing the weight. So you're seeing that, and I can see that's really touching your heart because it's personally in your life.
Exactly.
I'm noticing some scrubs on there. Are you in the medical profession?
I am. I'm a nurse.
Okay, so you're in the helping industry, so this has to be a great fit for you to really be able to help people in all areas of their health.
It is. It is.
Thanks for sharing, Anna.
Oh, thank you.
Much appreciated. Who else has a story they'd like to share?
Lisa.
Yes, Dan.
Well, one of the ways that I'm helping develop community is by taking a group of people to an outdoor zip line and tree-to-tree obstacle course next month, and we got about 12 to 15 signed up to go, just to have community support and have fun, because our healthy mind as well as our healthy body is in a better place. So we're gonna celebrate.
Now, these are people that go to our Health and Hope night that you're taking with you, huh?
Yes.
Yes, I love it. Thank you for doing. I'm missing out on that. You guys are having it while we're not there, but we'll be there later this month, so we'll see you then.
Well, I'll go with you then too.
Okay, you know I love ziplining.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so who else is out there? Thank you, Dan.
Lisa?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, this is Lori Barbieri. Anna inspired me to speak since, and I am also an RN. But I have a heart to help people, but unfortunately, being in the healthcare field, I neglected myself. So, and there's obesity's rampant in my family. So after just getting fed up with my own journey of health every 10 years gaining weight, 2 years ago, I was able to, with the help of my RN friend, I found that she got healthy and she stayed healthy. So she introduced me to Take Shape for Life, Evelyn Dinelli, and I'm grateful to her. But it's so funny that having lost my 48 pounds, the energy, you feel like, okay, now I'm a real healthcare provider. Now I'm just not eating the donuts and the pizza and chronically being fatigued because I'm going off and on night shift. But just to be able to have your family watch you, just my immediate family. My father was 80 when he decided, I want a piece of this. I want to be my Marine weight. So at 80 years old, he lost his 50 pounds and got down to his 175-pound Marine weight. And, you know, who at 80 feels like they have extra energy? He couldn't walk. His knees were bothering him. So that's just the God sent for me to give youth back to my father. And then it just became contagious. My cousin, who never even spoke to me or my husband because he was just so caught up in his own unhealthy state. Just recently, he's 50, and he just recently lost 191 pounds. And he's doing, it's just, his doctor said, have gastric surgery, have gastric bypass. You're going to die without it. And God bless my cousin Frank. He's not on this call because I think he's on a date. And it's really wonderful. He's riding bikes with his niece. And just the fact that we talk, I'm so grateful because, you know, you always have family that maybe they're your family, but you just don't talk. The relationship my cousin and I have is just, I have to thank Take Shape for Life. And now I feel like a nurse that's really helping people versus just being in the hospital and just doing what they expect us to do.
Wonderful. So you're going to practice health for yourself personally as you help other people. So you're actually creating healthy relationships around you to create that healthy community.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And besides being a health coach and helping others, or are you?
Absolutely. Yes, I am a health coach. And that, I think I value that more than being a nurse.
How does it feel to be among other health coaches too, for that community, to be supporting the goals that you have?
Some of my best friends are my Take Shape for Life community because it's so easy to, you hang with the donut club, you eat the donuts. That's what nurses do. We eat the pizza and the donuts. The families thank us. They give us a box of candy. But when you hang with healthy people, it's just so natural. You just thrive. It's actually very fun. I don't feel like health coaching is work as much as nursing is work.
Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying it and you're creating a whole new community of like-minded people. So that's one of the cool things of the community that we're talking about. So thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it, Lori.
Thank you, Lisa.
Cool. Who else would like to share?
Hi, Lisa. I would love to share about my sister.
Wonderful.
My sister Kristen got us, our whole family started back in August, and we're a family of about 7 of us, and we're down about 600 pounds so far as a family. There'll probably be about 200 more to go. I myself have lost 217 so far. And it's just, we've learned how to do life differently as a family. We don't eat junk when we get together, and we've just learned how to celebrate each other versus, bringing 30 servings of food for a family of 10. We just, have learned how to enjoy the moment and the people around us versus the food that we were so addicted to. And in the process, my kids have lost 130 pounds. I mean, I was teaching them how to use food as a drug and didn't even realize it. So, and this has just been since August of 2015. So it's incredible.
How much have you lost? Okay, we have to do a disclaimer in here somewhere. David, go ahead. How much have you lost since then?
217. And I've still got about 60 more to go, but 217 since August. It's incredible because I'm the person that has literally tried everything. But what nothing did is dealt with my addiction, my head, the way I lived life and lived it around food. Nothing dealt with that. So for me, this was life-changing and life-saving.
So you are also not only having an amazing story yourself, but you know what's cool is I love the fact that you almost skirted right over something that was a major accomplishment for your weight because you were so much more excited about the mind and the family and the relationships and how you are a different mom to your kids.
Absolutely.
That's the part that really gets me excited. So you just did the same thing. You created a healthy community around you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the cool thing is it seems like wouldn't you, instead of the, like Lori was saying in the break room, instead of them causing you to want to eat donuts, you're the other way around where your choices are helping somebody else encourage them to eat healthy.
Absolutely. It's funny being the person that people come to now for health advice. I was over 400 pounds when I started. It was a joke. So now I'm being the person that people turn to. Is crazy.
Will you find me on Facebook? I would love to hear a little bit more about your story when we have more time. That would be fun.
I would. Thank you.
Okay, that is cool. Personal message would be great. Okay, so, and I'd love to know who your health coach is too, because we want to give them a kudos for supporting you on your journey too, because that's part of your community. Would you have been able to do it without a health coach?
It's my sister. She's incredible. So yeah, we're a family of coaches.
Okay, another family of coaches. That's wonderful. There you go, again, creating that community.
That's right.
Love it. Okay, so thank you so much tell me your name again.
Kim Rogers.
Kim Rogers, thank you so much for sharing, Kim. Can't wait to hear more about that. Okay, who else would like to share? This is fun. La la la. Let's start some music playing. Waiting.
I will share.
Okay.
I will share. I'm Charmaine LaFountain, and I'm from New York, and I'm new to the program as of the end of January. David is my coach, your brother.
Oh, yeah.
And I came back to Take Shape for Life after my husband died. My husband died at the end of January. I was very heavy. I think a lot of, if we're looking for reasons why, I had a propensity for it and a family heritage of doing it too, but also as a survivor of many years of domestic violence. So as clergy, I'm coming to you as an ordained clergy. My platform is hopefully Take Shape for Life, domestic violence, and self-care, and eating healthy, and so I'm just starting on my journey, and it's been really good. I've lost since February. I've lost 52 pounds.
Wonderful.
So and I'm enjoying it very much. So.
I imagine so, and I know you've got a great coach in my brother.
Yes.
And then that's the start of your community, and the fact that you've gotten now connected into the Habits of Health call, and any other place like that where you can feel part of something bigger, of like-minded people. That's going to be when you surround yourself with that. That's going to be the part that really keeps you going when you might not feel like going.
Right.
And that over and over, the support, the community, people caring, coming alongside, empathetic. Your coach being empathetic, saying, "Where are you now? Where do you want to be? Let's do this together." And, all of that.
It is an epidemic of our society. And I had a lean omelet actually after church on Sunday. And the lady in there that waited on me was quite chunky. And she said she was going for gastric bypass surgery. And unfortunately, she's a diabetic also. And I tried to sway her from that choice because that makes it all the more dangerous. In my opinion, I know a lady that had the circumstances and she did not live to tell about it. And at the end of the day, you still have to change your behavior. So, and to be vitamin B deficient for the rest of your life and to do those things to your body just doesn't make any sense to me.
And I'll just say that's her personal opinion. We can't give her that.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from on that. And so we've heard some great stories of people that are having results that are beyond our typical results, but yet at the same time, so exciting that you guys have had great, outcomes, and just really glad that you shared tonight. Thank you for that. And it sounds like now you are on a mission.
I am. Thank you.
Inspiring others too. So thank you very much. Again, I love it. I was expecting you guys to talk about the community, more about what we are offering as a community, which you are all getting, I'm hearing as I ask questions. But what's really cool is you're not saying, I have my community I'm in and I'm going to get what I want out of it. You're taking it out and creating community. And that makes our community even bigger, because now we're reaching more people for help, and we can really make an impact, whether you're a client just wanting to inspire others, or whether you're thinking, you know what, I want to coach others too, just like what you heard stories on the call tonight. Whatever it is, your part in playing that community and being part of it and spreading it out so that people know that there can be a change, and then bringing it into the community, it's going to make all the difference in the world for them. So thank you for all you guys have done tonight, how you've been so supportive of each other. And please don't be shy on your client Facebook pages where you're supporting each other. Please be in there. Comment on other people. They'll comment on you. And just, support each other in that arena. Come back on the Habits of Health call. Please bring more people, because this is where people are really going to feel bigger, or like they belong to something bigger. It's not just them and their health coach, or even sometimes themselves by themselves, because they might have a hard time reaching out for support. And this is a great environment to feel safe and to know that others understand, because we've been there, done that. So again, I want to thank everybody for tonight. There's a doctor's call tonight. If you're not aware of it, somebody can post it in the text message if you don't mind, or the chat window. The doctor's call, if anybody wants to go on there and have any questions about, this is part of our optimal health community. If you have any questions like how to handle client with type 2 diabetes, or you are a person with type 2 diabetes, how to watch your blood sugars. I can't give you medical advice, but they have great information on there that they can answer questions for you on that call. Very informative. The number one question, my dad would say, raise the level of this conversation after I say this, but the number one question seems to be about constipation. So if you want to learn about constipation, you'd want to be on the doctor's call about every other time, I think. I'm sort of exaggerating on that one, but it can be anywhere from thyroid medication, diabetes, or it can just be something about your program just not clear on something. So be sure to take advantage of that service as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a month. And meanwhile, next week, I'm not sure who it is, but we rotate hosts, and you're going to be just really enjoying these calls as they get more and more refined and more community-oriented, and more people on it. I just love sharing this, to share the recording and the podcast with people as well. All right? Talk to you later, guys. Bye. Thanks for joining us.
The preceding audio may have contained the personal testimonials of some Take Shape for Life health coaches or clients. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to healthy living and weight loss will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a physician before starting a weight loss program. Yours in health, the Take Shape for Life team.